Wonderful. Welcome, everybody. I'm Jennifer Nicholas, your National Executive Director, and I am so excited that everybody's joining us for this special call tonight. This is actually the first of a two-part series called All Stars on the Rise. And what is this? This group has been designed to help you grow your business. Everybody that's on here has told their director or their upline that they want more out of their business. And so I really want to take this call, and then we have a call next Thursday. This the second series, the second call of this, and to help you build your calendar and grow your business. The whole purpose of this is really to develop strong booking and recruiting skills and to help you become more confident in your business and in yourself. So what I ask of you all in this series is that you're willing to give 110%. Every director that's in this team is very giving and caring and generous with their time to help you get what you want out of this business. And what we're asking is that you do that in return, that you give your all and really make a very good, valiant effort to grow your business during this time. And then be committed to completing if you can't be on the call live, please listen to the playback and within the next 24 hours, because we'll have tasks that week that will help you grow your business, things that will help you get bookings and things like that. So we need you to watch the playback very soon after, as soon as you can, after it's been posted, and start implementing those activities. So I really want to help you get your calendar on track. So the first step of growing your business is getting bookings. We can learn all about all the products. We can learn great tips about host coaching. We can, learn about recruiting or whatever, but unless we have bookings on our calendar, we have no business. So, I just got a message that I'm breaking up. Anybody else having issues with hearing me? Okay, let me close some things down real quick.
I am.
You get some people to get off their cameras real quick, just a few, that'll help a lot.
Okay, and I'm going to take my background off. Y'all just have to ignore my house. It might be junky in the background. You might see a kid running around behind me, whatever. So I'm going to turn that off, and hopefully that'll clear it up some. So,
Hey, Jennifer.
Yes.
Also, I have somebody who says they're still waiting to be let in.
Everybody looks to be admitted at this point.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you all hear me any better now? Do we feel like the drag is any better than it was? Still dragging? Anybody? I'm not getting much response. Todd, will you ask Kylie?
Good. I can hear you.
You seem to be better now.
It's dragging on my. Okay, I'm gonna have my kids get off the internet, so I don't know if that makes any difference or not, but we're gonna try. And then might also print off my notes here, so then I can just close everything else. All right, so what I was saying is that, unless you have bookings on your calendar, we're learning a whole lot of stuff for nothing. So we have to have bookings on our calendar in order to grow. So how are we going to do that? Well, really it boils down to making the effort and making the contacts. And those of us that have been in the business for a while, we've seen different times where sometimes we can send out 10 messages and we get 2 bookings. And sometimes we send out 20 messages and we get 1 booking, or, it fluctuates. So there's not a, real good structure or statistics around that. But right now the average is 20 contacts results in 1 booking. So I want you to keep those numbers in mind, because I think as a newer consultant or someone that kind of does this as a hobby, you think, oh, I'm going to send 10 messages and I'm going to get some bookings. Well, honestly, that's not super realistic, because you have to think about the people that maybe you're only sending your messages on Facebook, and maybe they don't check their Facebook regularly, or they check their Facebook, but they're busy and they don't respond, or whatever. So we really want to pay attention to who we are contacting and how many people we are contacting. And my kids will tell you that it really is a numbers game. They joke with me all the time because they're like, Mom, you say that all the time. I'm like, well, it really is a numbers game. So what I want everyone to do in the next day or two is I want you to find a notebook. If any notebook you have laying around the house, maybe take one of your kids that they didn't finish using for last school year, go buy them at the store for, I think they have like 25 cents now that school's coming around. So I wanted this to be, whatever it is, right on the front, or make it your contact binder. Okay. And what we're going to do here is we're going to track the people. We're going to track everybody that we contact, and we are going to write a little note beside it. Did we send them? Was it a message on Facebook? Was it a text? Was it a phone call? Did we see them out and about? How did you contact these people, and what was their response? Okay. So by tracking it, it's going to give us a real insight to what we're actually doing. And I say that because I don't know if anybody feels like they've sent a load of messages. I've sent so many messages and nobody booked a show, or everybody told me no. Does anybody ever feel like that? I mean, I'll be real with you. I felt like that before. But when you start tracking your results, what you'll find is that not everybody necessarily told you no. Maybe they just didn't reply. But if they didn't reply, that does not count as a no. Okay. That's just a no response. And then, we go a couple days and we send all these messages, and we start feeling discouraged, because I was like, well, I sent Nelsie a message, and Nicole and Emily and Jamie and Britt and Beth and Micah, and it looks like they saw my message, but they never replied. So they're just ignoring me. Anybody feel like that? I felt like that. But what I had to realize is that people are busy. Anybody here busy? Yes. Anybody check their Facebook Messenger or their text while they're waiting in a car rider line, while they're standing in line at the grocery store, maybe at a stoplight, hopefully not while you're driving down the road, but right? Anybody ever do that, where your mind is, your body and your mind are somewhere else, but you're kind of just scrolling through, and you see a message from somebody, say, I don't know, say your sister is asking you for a recipe, and you see that message and you're like, oh yeah, I'll have to get that recipe when I get back home. Well, then I'm going through the car rider line to pick up my kid, and then I have to run to the grocery store, and I go to the grocery store and I get home. I'm like, oh my gosh, she asked me for that recipe. I'll have to message it to her in a minute. Well, then I put the groceries away, and then the kids are starving and they have to eat. And so I have to make them something to eat. And then the phone rings, and it's my mom, and I'm talking to her. And then I'm in bed and I'm like, oh, I meant to send Heather the recipe that she asked for 4 hours ago, right? I'll do it first thing in the morning. So guess what? I get up the next day, the kids get up, they're hungry. I got to get them ready. We got to take them to school. Then I get home and I got this, like blah, 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 blah. And the day went on and I completely forgot to send the recipe. Anybody, has that happened to anybody? Surely it's not just me. Okay, so what I want you to realize is that these people that you're messaging on this sheet are busy. They probably just went through a day, just like I explained, and they're not intentionally avoiding you. Life just happened and they forgot. And then they remembered when it was inconvenient. And then they forgot again. And then 18 other messages came up after that and they completely forgot. So our job is to follow up and check back in. So 3 days go by, I didn't hear from these people, and I'm going to send them a quick message. Hey, Nelsie, I know life's crazy. I just wanted to check in with you and see if you got my first message. We have some amazing specials, and I really don't want you to miss out on them. You would be surprised at the people that say, oh my gosh, I'm glad you messaged me because I saw your message, then blah, 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 blah happened. And I meant to get back to you, right? It is our job to contact them. It's not their job to follow up with us. And if they forget, they forget. They don't have a list, but we have the list to help us remember who we reached out to. So I'll tell you, I just did this. And know that everything that we teach on every one of these calls is taught because we have done it. We've experienced, and it has proven to be successful. Okay, so here's my example. I did this. I sent out messages asking for bookings. I sent out a lot, like hundreds of messages. I actually have project broadcast, so I probably sent thousands of messages, just saying. But I got like 10 bookings from that original message. That's great. That's awesome. I needed 10 bookings on my calendar. Anybody here take 10 bookings? Yes. Okay. I had to send a lot of messages to get there. But I followed it up 3 days later with that message. Oh, hey, Carol, I know life's been busy. I just wanted to follow back it up because we have such amazing specials. I didn't want you to miss out. Would you like for me to send the specials to you? Do you know I got 10 more bookings from that follow-up? And I have more people that asked me to check back in September. Okay. Follow-up is as important, if not more important, than the original message you send. Another thing that follow-up does is it lets your people know that you are serious about this business and that this is not just a fly-by-night hobby that you're doing, which it absolutely can be, but they know that you are dedicated to your business and being successful at your business. And I will tell you, I have lists. I have pages and pages of months of lists of people. And I will highlight people that say, check back with me in a couple months. And actually, I'm really trying to get over to digital form. It's kind of hard for me because I've always been a paper person. But I like having it on paper too. So then I highlight, can you see some of the names are highlighted? These are the people that either booked or are asking me to follow back up with them. And friends, I know it can be discouraging when you hear a no, but what I want you to be able to distinguish is a no, not ever, and a no, not right now. Okay. And so we've already said that a no response, that's not a no. It is not a no until somebody comes back and says, Jennifer, it's just not for me. I don't eat. Okay. Because you pretty much have to, anybody that eats could, use these products. So let's figure out how we can track these. Well, we don't have to figure out, we can. I do have a digital sheet that I can send you that has check marks. So the first reach out, the second reach out, what was their response? And if they finally said no, they're not interested at all. Okay, good. Then you don't have to, that's one less person you have to worry about. So you can just mark them off and continue on with the next ones. So keeping track of your contacts is one of the most important things that you can do. because the bookings are the lifeline of your business. You have to make contacts in order to get the bookings. All right, any questions on how to track your people? Does everybody understand why that's so important? All right. Now, I'm gonna post a video after this. It's there's a national on our team, or not on our team, but in the company. Her name's Ellington Boyce, and she is phenomenal. She's so inspirational, and she just really shares with us in the video how you can absolutely do anything that you want to, because I will, I'm going to tell you, you will hear no's. And sometimes we hear people that are just not nice. I mean, I've had some people just say some very ugly things to me, and it does hurt me. It hurts. I mean, I'm a real person. I have feelings. I have tears, right? And some people don't think about that, and they just say hateful things. I have heard them. You might hear them. I hope you don't. But what I want you to know is that it's not personal. Okay. It's not you. Maybe they're having a horrible, horrible day. Maybe they are just a mean-spirited person. I'm just going to put that out there. There are some people that are just, they like to make other people miserable, whatever they can do. If they're not happy in their own lives, they want other people to be unhappy. I don't know what it is, but when someone treats me badly, I stop and I pray for them, and I pray for God to release that if I did anything that was offensive, to make me, realize that and continue on, not dwell on that like it's personal. So we are going to hear no, but I wanted to give you this stat because this is one of my biggest eye-opening things I've ever heard. Okay, so this is a quote. I want you to pay attention to this, and I want you to think about, some of you all may know who this is because I've said it on a call before, but I want you to listen to this. Okay, so this person says, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I've missed. I have failed over and over again, and that is why I succeed. That was Michael Jordan. We all know Michael Jordan. Can you believe that he missed more than 9,000 shots? And I could very well say I have heard more than 9,000 no's. And I have probably, he's lost 300 games. I'm sure I've had 300 cancellations. For those of you that don't know, our team has reached the top level in the entire company. We have reached a place that only 42 other people have ever gotten. We have heard more no's and had more show cancellations than you could ever imagine. But we would have never gotten to this point had we not continued on. You only fail when you quit. Okay. And if you ever feel discouraged and you feel like you can't do it, reach out to your upline. Contact your director, give them a call and say, oh, I'm just having a bad day. Can you talk to me about it? And they'll let you know they've been there, they've heard it, they've done it, they've been through it, and they have gotten over it. Because the ones that succeed are the ones that figure out a way to make it work. Okay, here's another one of my favorite things too is nearly every child has read The Cat in the Hat or Green Eggs and Ham, yet 27 different publishers rejected Dr. Seuss's first book. We all know Dr. Seuss, right? You only fail when you quit. So I just wanted to put that out there because I know it's easy to get discouraged. I know it's very easy, and I've been there myself, and I've felt all the things. but you have to keep yourself going. And one thing that helps me do that is by figuring out why this business is important to me. And we talked about this on Monday night. Was it Monday night's call? Oh gosh, I'm getting them all mixed up. Was it Monday we were talking about our whys? Somebody give me a head nod if you were on Monday night's call. I got something in mind.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So if you weren't on Monday night's call, go back and watch it, because it was talking about why you started, why you continued, and or why you maintain, and where you want to go in your business. And that is so important to have that vision and to know exactly why you're doing this business. And I have a like a little vision board, and I'll take a picture of it and share it with you all. But it has things that are important to me, and in the center of it is family. It is, I do this business for my family. If I didn't have this business, I would probably be working 60 hours a week as an accountant and driving an hour and a half to work and from work. And I would be miserable. I would be miserable because I would have little to no time with my family, and I would not be there available to pick them up from school. I would not be available to be on the PTA. I would not be available to, go see my daughter in college whenever I want to. This business is what keeps our family together as a unit the way that we are. So I know that. And so when I get discouraged, I remember that, Jennifer, this is bigger than bookings. This is bigger than pots and pans. You are doing this for your family. And then it re-energizes me and gives me the excitement and the motivation to continue on. So please make sure you know why this business is important to you. And kind of on the same token, what excites you about this business? What do you love about it? Is it that, listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't like cooking. Not that I don't like it. I just have to do it every stinking day. Like, my kids won't leave me alone until I feed them. If I could do it when I enjoyed it, that'd be fine. But I gotta do it every stinking day, right? So what I love about this business is these tools can get you in and out of the kitchen so extremely fast. I can get dinner on my table in about 20 minutes. That's what excites me, right? And so when I'm sharing this business with other people, I'm sharing that excitement. I am letting everybody know that you need to come to one of my shows so I can teach you how to get in and out of the kitchen in 20 minutes or less. I will teach you how to make a recipe with 5 or less ingredients. I will help you. You host a show. I'll get you all the tools you need to help you cook fast and efficient. Right? So people know that I am so passionate about that. Like, get me out of the kitchen. Get me out of the kitchen. And I want to help you get out of the kitchen. I think when I talk to people about it, they believe me because I'm very passionate about that. What are you passionate about? Because when you find what exactly it is that you're passionate about, people will feel that and they will get excited. And they're like, oh my gosh, Holly's going to teach me. She's going to teach me how to get in and out of the kitchen in 20 minutes. And she's going to 5 ingredients or less. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I need to know about this. I'm booking a show with Holly. Right? And then the host is going to be excited and she's going to share all that excitement with her guests. And then more guests are going to come because Holly, Cindy's booking a show. And Cindy's like, oh my gosh, Jennifer said she's going to teach us recipes, 5 ingredients or less, things you already have in your cabinet. You don't even have to go to the store. Right? The excitement is contagious. So figure out, what are you excited about? Is it the special that's going on this month? 60% off. Y'all, these hosts can pick anything in the catalog at 60% off. Anything. They could pick a whole set of something It's 60% off. And Pampered Chef is going to send that to them just for getting some friends together and let me teach them how to cook in 20 minutes or less. Right? And let me tell you this too, if y'all don't feel this, do you know that Pampered Chef sends thousands, tens of thousands of dollars worth of Pampered Chef out of their doors every single day to hosts for free? They have boxes after boxes after boxes of free stuff going out of their door. Don't you want it to be going to your friend's house? Don't you want all your friends to get in on the free stuff, the 60% off stuff, the half price items, the discounts for a year? Why wouldn't they? If you go to Kohl's and you see they have a big sale, aren't you telling all your friends about it? Yeah. Why are you telling all your friends about all the free stuff that Pampered Chef is passing out? If you are a friend of mine, you better bet I am helping you get free stuff on your doorstep. Right? Know that we offer a valuable service. We not only help people get free stuff, we teach them how to cook at home. They don't have to go out and spend 50, 60 bucks every meal. They can invest in a quick cook, get the multi-cooker at 60% off. And that's one meal. That's 2 meals that they would have eaten out, but now they're cooking a whole month's worth of meals with that multi-cooker. Show them the value that we have in these parties. Show them how you can help them solve their kitchen dilemmas. How are you doing that? So many people on this team are so equipped in the kitchen. I can cook. I don't cook from scratch. I scratch the box till it opens. But there are people that really know how to cook. Holly, I love having you on calls. You make me feel like I'm so funny. Right. If you know how to cook, share that with people. If you cook from scratch, if you do clean eating, if you do low carbs, whatever your niche is, find it and share that with people, because that is what you will be passionate about. Let them know who you are, because they book a party because they like you. They like what you represent. Do you know what you represent? Do you believe in yourself, and do you believe in the product, and do you believe what Pampered Chef has to offer other people? This company is beyond phenomenal, beyond phenomenal. And I'm pretty sure that everybody that I talk to knows how much I love this business. And it's not because I love to cook. It's not. It's because I love how this business, how these products can help other people in the kitchen, because we all got problems in the kitchen. We don't know what to cook. We don't know how to cook. We don't have the tools to cook. We don't want to pay for the tools to cook. So many reasons, so many things that we can help them with. Right? And I can sit here and I can give you words to copy and paste and copy and paste and copy and paste. But you're not going to get the bookings unless you figure out why you love this business and you share that with other people. And you really believe that what you are offering is valuable, because it is. Okay. So we've talked about keeping track of your contacts. We've talked about figuring out figuring out what to say, right? What to say is really, you want to figure out what you're passionate about and how can you help your customers solve their kitchen dilemmas, whatever that looks like. Does that look like eating healthier? Does that look like getting in and out of the kitchen in 20 minutes? Yes. Does that look like having all your family cook together? That would be fun, right? Kids in the kitchen. Some people love to do kids cooking. Does that look like cooking from scratch? Whatever that looks like for you, share that with your customers and that'll be relatable. It went out in the garage. All right. So, who has questions? Because I've really lost my place of where I'm supposed to be. So somebody who has questions, I have not been able to keep up with the chat. So if anybody had a question or a comment in the chat, please let me know. All right. So I'm going to give you all a challenge. And again, we're 110% committed to our business, right? Yes. We want our businesses to thrive, right? We invested money in our kit. We invested time in ourselves. We're investing time in our business. We want to reap our investments. We want to reap rewards from our investments. So I'm going to ask you to seriously be committed this next week and to message people, call people, text people, share your business, share your passion, share your excitement with others. And I'm going to give you a number because we're going to fill up this notebook that we have. I'm going to ask you to reach out to 30 people a day for a week. Okay. And I will tell you, it sounds crazy. It really does. But I want you to think, okay, I'm gonna give you a picture of was real life me 19 years ago when I started selling Pampered Chef. And I was so, I don't even know the word. I was very quiet. I was very reserved. I was kind of an introvert. I know you don't believe me, but that's the truth. And I had to pick up my phone with the cord and call people. Hi, this is Jenny with the Pampered Chef. I was wondering if you would be interested in helping me get my business started by booking a show. No. Thanks, bye. Call the next person. Right? I had to call people on the phone. I had to talk to them. And I set a goal for myself that I would make calls until I got 2 bookings every night. And sometimes that meant 15 minutes and sometimes that meant an hour. Sometimes that meant longer than that. Right? Because it takes a lot longer to make a phone call and get in touch with people. You know, and you got people that weren't even home and I was leaving them messages and I was waiting for people to call back. I'm like, I wasn't waiting around. I was continuing to call people. Sometimes I didn't even know who I was going to sit down. I didn't even know who I was going to call yet. I was going to figure it out, but I would not leave my seat until I got 2 bookings on my calendar. What if you did that in your business? What if you sat down and you sent messages every night until you got 2 bookings on your calendar? Where would your business be a week from now? Just 2 bookings a night. You would have 14 bookings on your calendar. Who would like to have 14 bookings on their calendar? Yes. Yeah. I'm not even asking you to call people and ask them. You don't have to. You can. And I will tell you that if you do, you're going to have a better response by talking to them in person. Or a contacts, even if you see them out too, you're hanging out with family, you're hanging out with friends, ask them. They're a contact, they're a person, they can do shows for you. Right? So I'm asking you to be committed to do 30 reach outs a day for the next week and track them and share your results. Did I get a no response? Did I get a no, not ever, leave me alone? A check back with me in, September, whatever that is, track it. And you'll be surprised at the few no's, real no's that you get. But we've messaged all these people, Jennifer, I feel like I got 25 no's. Nah, these are not no's. That's just people that you asked. They didn't tell you no. Not everybody told you no. And how good does it feel when you get yeses? And then you can highlight them. You can circle them. You can do whatever. You can give yourself a cookie, whatever it is that makes you feel good. But people saying yes, that feels good. I'm just saying. All right. So our goal for this series is to, before our next call, for you to book 6 to 8 shows, new shows on your calendar. And then next call, I'm going to give you some booking ideas. I'm going to give you some other things. We're going to kind of talk through what did we do last week, some new ideas, some things I can post, some messages I can send, all of that stuff. And then your goal for the next week is to book 6 to 8 more shows. Okay. And then we're going to have another series after this. It's called the Major Leagues. And in order to get into the Major Leagues, you have to have 12 to 16 bookings in your August calendar. And the reason we're asking for that is because, again, bookings are the lifeline of your business. You will never grow if you struggle with bookings. And so when we go into the major leagues, when we have 12 to 16 bookings on our calendar, that call series is going to help develop the skills in your business. It is going to teach you to partner with your host to have $1,000 shows. It's going to teach you how to get more people into the show, how to maximize your show interaction. It's going to teach you how to find the rock stars in your show, how to talk to your host about the business. It's going to talk to you. We're going to learn about customer service and how to follow up and continue business with those people that you're building those relationships with. All right, so the major leagues are going to be more fine-tuned business skills. Okay, and you will want to be a part of that. The last time we ran our, and we used to call it Rock Stars on the Rise, we're just changing it because we got baseball theme heading up now. But the last time we ran with our Rock Stars on the Rise, the people that went to the second level doubled their business. At least doubled their business, and they grew considerably. All right, so I don't want to leave y'all with nothing to go on. I mean, I know inspiration is great, and knowing that you're valuable is great and all of that, but I want to give you all something to share with others, right? So I might have posted some things in the org page. I had to shut everything down, so I don't know. I'm going to share some pictures. And have you all, some of you may have seen the post that says, if you love Pampered Chef, pick a number 1 through 50 or 1 through 100, right? It's really just an interactive post that helps you figure out who loves Pampered Chef, right? So it's a picture, and I'll post them, but you'll post it in your old shows. You can post it in your VIP page. You post it on your main wall. And it's just, hey, I'm doing a giveaway, a customer appreciation giveaway. Tell me, who loves Pampered Chef? And then they're going to put 3, 5, 8, 24, whatever. And then those people that comment, you're going to send them a private message that says, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that you love Pampered Chef. I put you in the drawing for whatever gift. And it does not have to be a big gift. It can be a little season best cookbook. It can be a spatula that you have, extra. It could be a mix and chop. It can be whatever you feel like giving out. But I want you to think, we're trying to entice people to reply. And, if you're giving a gift, people like gifts. So you'll say, okay, and I'll give you all these words too. But again, speak the way that you would. Change up the words to sound like you, because not everybody sounds all country and crazy like I do, right? You may be a little more buttoned up and whatever. So say that Sherry is messaging or she comments number 8 or whatever, and I'll message her, oh, Sherry, I love Pampered Chef too. Thank you so much for commenting on my post. I have you in the drawing for the mix and chop. I'm going to do it at the end of the week. Hey, while I have you, I am so excited that I'm able to get my August host a bonus cool and serve with a minimum show, and I'm teaching how to save money by cooking at home. Do you think that's something that you and your friends would be interested in? And if you book whatever date, like, say we always have to start with the closest date in, right? Just like the dentist. Right? The dentist isn't going to say, come back and when do you want to come in? Well, never, I never want to come into the dentist, right? So they're going to say, I have this date or this date available, which is better for you. So you're always giving them your first available date. So you're going to say, Sherry, you're asking them if they'd be interested in hosting a show. Well, maybe. I'll say, okay, great. My next available is the week of August 1st. And if you take that spot, I'll give you an extra little bonus on your show. Right. And that, again, that extra, I know I don't really typically don't ever say what that extra little bonus is. People just like extra little bonuses. They like free prizes. They like free gifts, whatever. Right. And I'm asking them, will you, if you take this date, I will give you this extra bonus by doing that. And I have a lot of people that take me up on that. Oh, I like free stuff. Sure, I'll do it. Or, oh gosh, Jennifer, I'm out of town that week, or I would. Oh, no worries. I also have an opening the week of August 8th. Why don't we put you down for that? Did you notice how I didn't say, will that work for you? I said, how about we put you down for that week? Right? Assume that they want to. Why wouldn't they want to do a show? I'm going to teach them how to save money by eating at home. And I'm going to get you, Susie, host, a ton of free stuff. Because I am a business person offering a valuable service. Okay? You are a business person offering a valuable service. Other people want what you have. Okay. So I'm going to post that. I'm actually going to post 2 pictures. I'm going to do the, pick a number. If you love Pampered Chef, you want to be entered into a drawing, pick a number 1 through 50, whatever. And then I have another picture that, I sometimes get some interaction, not as much as if you love Pampered Chef, but it has pictures of our power tools. And it says, if you could have any of these in your kitchen, which would you pick? And they'll say, oh my gosh, I would love to have that air fryer. And then you message them, oh my goodness, Jeannie, did you know I can get you that air fryer at half price when you do a show next week? What? I can get that at half price if I do a show next week? Absolutely. Let's set you up for next week. Well, they don't know they can do it the next week or the next week or the next week or 6 months from now, still get it to half price because there's always half price when you host a show. They don't need to know that. I can get it for them when they host a show next week and give them the dollar value. I can get you that air fryer for only $127. I don't know how much it is half price, but give them numbers. And I like to do that with the 60% off items, but darn, I don't even remember what they are for August. So, it's anything, right? Oh, that makes it even better. Okay, what if you find out what's on people's wish list? Find out what's on their wish list and then look it up in the catalog and figure out what the total of it would be. I can get you those stainless steel bowls for only $40. Only $40 when you host a show with me next week. Oh, I can't wait to get them for you. It's going to be so much fun. And Tom's like, what? Did I just book a show with her? Right? They're booking a show before they even realize it. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get those for you at 40% off. I got this week. Let's set it up. All right, be confident in what you're doing because you have a valuable service. Anybody have any questions? Everybody's so quiet. I don't know. I think y'all are just like thinking of all the people you're going to message and what you're going to say to them and who all's going to book shows with you. I know you're so excited.
Debbie's got a question.
Yeah. All right, Debbie, what you got?
So I've been having computer problems and I went to Best Buy today and these people were helping me and got me finally back online. Now I was talking to this lady because I had my little computer, which I'm trying to use only for Pampered Chef and not get it bogged down. And I told them that's what I use for my business. And I've been down and I need my computer up. And I said, can I give you a calendar? And they were hesitant about giving me a phone number or something. How do you get people to give you phone numbers? Instead of just say, hey, look at my book and, look at my webpage or, something like that.
Debbie, it's so nice to meet you. I want to send you my web link. What's your phone number? I'm gonna text it to you real quick.
443.
Debbie, you just gave me your phone number. See how easy you gave that to me?
Yeah, but I did. I said, can I have your phone number? And she says, not really.
Debbie, I'm not gonna call you and hound you. I promise. I got 3 kids.
I know, but I'm saying, how do you get people to give you that?
That's
because I've asked people before and they don't want to give me. They just take the book and never call me.
Well, I don't have a book, Debbie, but I'd love to text you the link so you can take a look at the flip through catalog. It'll be so quick and easy. I'm not gonna call you. I don't have time for all that, but I'll just text you that real quick. Is that okay?
Okay, I'll try that one.
I've also I do a monthly giveaway to all the people I meet out and about. I would love your information so that I can include you in getting a free gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Who else has questions?
Thank you.
I want to mention something that I'm doing for reach outs, because obviously I got so automated. I was reaching out to everybody, and while I was having one-on-ones this week and in conference, it dawned on me. So I've gotten to where I go down my friends list of people that I know I haven't reached out to in a while, or people that may have said no in the past, and I Facebook stalk them for like 2 minutes. I go just to their profile and look at their post for a couple minutes, and it may be that hey, Susan, your picture of your fur babies popped up and just made me think of you. How you doing, friend? How's life treating you? Or something simple, and then have them talk back, and then I'll say, I don't know if you know, but I'm still with Pampered Chef and I've got some big deals going. Would you be interested, or whatever? And I'm having more response because it's more personal.
Yeah. That's a really good one. And I remember Joni, I think she's on the call or was on the call earlier. She is so good about scrolling through people's Facebook pages, like scrolling through and then figuring out how Pampered Chef can help them based on what they're posting. Great way to find fundraisers, great way to find, like, if their kids are in ball or dance or whatever, you can send them a message. Oh my gosh, Susan Q is so cute in her little tutu. Do they do fundraisers? Because we have an awesome fundraising program. I'd love to get some money for her little dance troupe. Right. There's always something you can relate to people's posts with Pampered Chef.
Hey, Jennifer,
Yes.
it's Lauren.
Hey, Lauren.
So I actually just got a booking with a leg joke.
Girl, you crack me up.
So I had somebody that was very like hesitant, and I literally said, "Come on, you're pulling my leg, and I don't want it to fall off." And the person was like, "Okay, I'll do the Pampered Chef party." Because I told him, like, if you can't do it right now because of school or whatever, it's like, let's do it in September. There's always time. And I got the party, and she's like, I still can't get over the leg joke.
You're a nut. You crack me up. I mean, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. People like to laugh, though. I mean, seriously, doesn't it feel good to laugh? Make people laugh, and they want to be around you. They want to be involved in what you have going on, and I don't know. I just think the sillier the better. I know there's some people like, this chick is ridiculous. Whatever, whatever. I'm laughing, whether anybody else is laughing or not. Me and Holly are laughing, and
I'm gonna share real fast, and I'll put the wording. Lauren has me all on that leg. Oh my gosh, the ones that didn't go to conference with her. Oh, you missed out. Anyways, but I found this wording on boards, and I have been sending it out to. We've just been working through my friends list and sending it out, and a lot of them really went out today. And it's just basically telling them, because you friends request a lot of your guests and your parties, and so basically it was just basically just the ones who never I've spoke to before. It just said, hey, sorry for the random message, but just basically telling them I joined Pampered Chef, because a lot of them forget why you're friends with them on Facebook, because you friend request them in your parties, and then you don't say anything else. So basically just saying, hey, just reminding you I sell Pampered Chef. I went in saying that how you could help me by sharing my business. But I'll put the wording because it's really, really good. And not only have I gotten 3 prospect leads for joining today, and one that's most likely going to join tonight. It's just like waiting for her to actually click the submit button. I'm just like, just submit. Anyways, but then like I've asked for parties, and then I did, if they say no to a party, I've even asked for an order. So I've given my ordering link to several people today. So, but I'll definitely post that wording in the DeNicholas org, but it kind of helps break the ice if you're just randomly going through your friends list and sending out messages. I mean, of course, you might want to tweak it a little bit to more like you, but I'm telling you, it has gotten more people to respond to me today, even if it's just a no, thank you. But I've had more people say, well, I'm interested in learning a little bit more about the business, or I'm interested in learning about virtual parties and things like that. So if you're not using boards, you really need to look into boards, because there's wording on there that makes even me look smart. But I mean, it's people don't recreate the wheel. It's there to help you. And I just copied and pasted. So, but yes, I will put that wording on there, but it's a good way to just randomly message people. The wording is.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Thank you. Anybody else want to share or have any questions? There was one question in the chat. I was trying to read through when Jessica was talking. Somebody said, how do you respond when someone says no, thank you? Like you've asked them whatever it is, and you had this whole thing, and they just say no, thank you. Their answer is kind of a no. And if you take it at that, it's going to be absolutely a no, right? So what if we just took it one step further and we just ask them one more question? And we say, may I ask what's keeping you from giving it a try? Because there's a very good chance that there's a hesitation in their mind or a worry, a valid concern that could easily be addressed and overcome. And we'll talk about that on one of our future calls too, how to overcome those objections. But just to give you a quick snippet of it, sometimes people feel like, I just don't know anybody. Okay, well, Leah, let's talk about, you really don't have to know that many people in order to give it a try. How many people do you have on your friends' Facebook list? Oh, well, I only have 400 friends. Well, holy moly, Leah, you have 400 people you can invite to your show. And if averages are correct, if you invite all 400 people, you'll have about 40 people attend the show. How does that sound? Oh, well, that sounds pretty good, right? Help just address whatever their concern is, because in their mind, it really is a true concern. Do you remember back when you were thinking about hosting a show or thinking about selling, and you really had valid concerns, but you didn't really know how to handle them or deal with them until your recruiter helped you over them? Right? Same thing with booking a show and your hosts that say no, thank you. Ask them, can I just ask what's keeping you from giving it a try? And it may be, oh my gosh, life is so crazy busy, I just can't add one more thing to my plate. And then I can reply with, Anita, I completely get that. I know life is busy. It sounds like you need some fun downtime. Do you know, by only spending 5 minutes a day in your show, it could be a good, fun outlet, something that you look forward to for the next week. And I promise it's not going to take much time, but it'll be a whole lot of fun. What do you say we give it a try? Right? So what they're thinking and what's going on in their mind is, oh my gosh, something else on my to-do list. But when you let them know, it's going to be so easy and it'll be so much fun. It'll give you a good stress outlet. Hanging out, playing games, learning recipes is fun. It's easy. It'll give you 5 minutes to yourself that day to sit and just hang out with your friends online. Right? And so that thing that was a real concern to them is now not a big deal. You've completely switched it around for them. All right, so to be continued, we'll talk more about that later. We are going to put the things we talked about in the DeNicholas org page. We'll put some words in there. We'll put up a couple posts. I will be posting some things throughout this week that you can work on as well. And I'll see you all back here. It's going to be the same call number as you called in today. It's going to be 8:30 on Thursday, July 28th. And come with 6 to 8 new bookings on your calendar. Okay? We can do it. We can absolutely do it. And myself and the other directors on this call are going to do the same things. Okay, we're holding each other accountable. We're all going to do it, and we're all going to rise from this call more successful than we were yesterday. Okay. All right, friends, you all have a great night. I will see you soon.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
My friends.
everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.